Knights of Terpene.
Oh, thank you.
Hey, this week let's talk about where did Skunk go?
Oh,
Where is my skunk?
Mr. Pepe, where are you?
Nothing really stinks like
No, man.
a skunk.
I haven't found anything yet.
In nature or otherwise, really.
Yeah. No, they fucking reek, man.
We found out a little bit more about terpenes, why they exist, where they come from, and
a lot of fun.
And they're the plant's defense mechanisms.
Mm-hmm.
They develop certain terpenes to ward off insects, other terpenes to ward off mammals that may eat them. I believe they would develop the skunk terpene to ward off mammals.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Because nobody wants to eat a skunk.
Could you imagine being an animal and eating a skunk? That'd be
They've actually broken down which terpenes do which, insecticide or otherwise.
Yeah, limonine's the big one.
There's a few that will actually stun insects, kind of poison them.
It's crazy.
There's
what was
others
that name
trap
again?
them. Yeah.
What was the name of that one? Herpetomi 2 or something?
Something really insane like that. Now I'm going to have to look at our phone and figure that one out again. Herpetanine. Herpetanone. Nah, I'm going to get sidetracked.
Yeah, right. Yeah, dude, it's crazy.
We go down the rabbit hole with this terpene talk. I gotta say,
that's right.
It's a lot of fun. There's a lot of chemistry involved, and it can be a dry subject for those that uninitiated.
Yes, yeah. If you're not into it, it can be very boring.
But we're nerds, and
I love it.
We've learned a little bit in our lives about how certain things work, and I took an interest in chemistry, because it is the foundation of life.
Right.
Everything is chemistry, and plants have some very interesting chemistry going on when they create out of the soil and the air and the water different chemical compounds to combat their enemies.
Yeah, it was. So it was really interesting that limonene works as a very strong insect repellent. That's what I'm looking for. That little stone.
You will find it in many insect repellents.
And then I think the other one was alpha humulene, actually. And that was more, like we mentioned earlier, it's more of like a thing to fend off animals.
Right.
It's just so amazing.
Like carophyllene had some properties in that regard as well.
The spiciness, the pepper, you know what I mean? And that gives them the burn or whatever.
It's nature's amazing. Just absolutely amazing.
Bro, I wish I would actually paid attention in school, man. That's my biggest regret in life.
We saw a shot, this beautiful photograph, really super high resolution, really super close up of a trichome. It's just a picture of a trichome. It looked like a small little universe. It was so beautiful. There's so much going on in just one little trichome.
Dude, I'm getting a chubby just thinking about it, bro. I have to go to the bathroom for a second. You know what I'm saying? But
he gets excited, folks.
Dude,
it's okay.
Right
we'll
on. It was literally like, this is like, have you ever seen the movies Men in Black?
Yeah. It looked like the thing that was on the cat's
dude,
neck.
like it literally looks, and on its own scale, there is a universe inside there.
Right.
It's a controlled environment. It's sealed with the little dewdrop, or the membrane. So it really, it's nuts to think that these plants, they know what terpenes they need to produce to protect themselves, how much THC they need to produce to protect from the sun.
Right. And depending on what environmental factors,
exactly,
what area, what region of the earth, what their predators are that they need to ward off. One plant species is going to grow more anti-insecticide because that's their main
predator. Tastes nasty when they eat it and
such. I know the deer go nuts for weed here in America. You'd think
You know,
they'd
wild
go
ass
more
deer,
against.
higher than Cheech and Chong in the woods.
We develop more terpenes that would be against mammals, like some skunk or something. You would think, something that would ward off rabbits and
Yeah, like some like nasty little.
some nasty smell. That's how I want my weed as funky as possible.
Oh, bro, I want.
I want it to smell like a baby's diaper. Now,
Bro. I am telling you, man. That's what I miss about, like we were talking about earlier, the skunk.
Yeah, where's my skunk?
Where is
Everything that says it's skunky really smells more floral to me now.
Well, it had to be crossbred out.
Yeah.
That's the only option here.
Or the factory environment is just not conducive.
It wasn't the same
to
environment, so it didn't produce the chemical,
didn't
terpenes
have to
and
ward
stuff.
off the deer in the
Right.
factory.
Yeah. Maybe me, if I
Just the
break in there
workers.
and rub one out in the fucking little pot there for it. I get excited about weed, man. I get weirdly excited, man. And everybody can probably tell, too.
Hey, put your pants back on.
Yeah, right. Oh,
That's not appropriate here. Come on now.
yep. Oh, there we go. Oh, man, it's a blast.
It is weed porn, you know. The catalogs they do excite him greatly. I must say.
Man. I'm telling you, man, it's so.
He took one to
weird.
the bathroom the other day. That's all I'm gonna say.
You hear that hand dryer come on, you know what's going on. Give her a little wind resistance. Woo! Oh, I love
If I ever
it.
thought anybody would do the five knuckle shuffle over weed, it'd be Sherwood over.
Fuck yeah, bro. Oh my God. I'm telling you, man, it can be it's like with some strains, it's gonna sound really strange, man. But it's a special experience for me because my favorite strains, the reason I have so many is because each one does something for me.
Right.
Like this silver spoon.
Exactly.
I'm hot, dude. I am ripped. And we only smoked a bowl of this stuff.
Oh yeah, and it
You know?
it really is.
Yeah.
It
it's nice.
warms you.
Yeah.
It increases your blood flow and gets you agitated and anxious and giddy like a good sativa should.
Yeah. And then it's like, puff, and then it hits the biphasic.
Right.
Like I said, now I have energy. Like 5-10 minutes ago, man, I had trouble getting off the couch.
Right.
Now I have energy. I'm like ready to rock. It's cool.
It blasted our brains into almost sedation for a moment, and then it brings you to life.
Right.
I like that effect. I really do.
I do too,
I don't mind that at all.
Who were we talking? We were talking with somebody about effects tonight. And the beautiful thing about it, the effects is all the terpenes and the strains are going to interact different for everybody. So you might be the opposite, you might be half and half, you might be, upside down on it. It just depends,
I was talking to my wife about keeping a weed diary. She's like, what, like a food diary? No, not like a food diary. There's no shame involved here. We're not going to do that. No,
we're not.
No, this is all about finding your perfect high. We don't need to. We're not shaming anything here. No, I know food diaries are all about shame. It's
Oh my
horrible.
God.
I don't recommend them at all.
I'm gonna
But
cry.
no, keeping a weed diary is a little different, and you can do it on your phone or whatever now. Just take some notes. All right, I smoked some Solomon Grundy, and let's see, what emoji would describe Solomon Grundy? Happy face, certainly, maybe.
Oh, definitely. Maybe some red cheekies.
You smoke another one, maybe you put some Z's there,
Yeah,
maybe you're sleepy.
roll a nice big doobie up.
That'll give you a good night's sleep. Smoke this, or,
Yeah. Dude, it's the perfect
sativa,
idea.
I mean, cherry cap, I'd put fireworks next to it there.
Oh,
That
yeah.
would just be my trip.
Well, it is the only dude. I tell everybody that I interact with. I said, if you really want to make this medical, if you really want the medical part to work for you, create, like Phil just said, create a weed diary, and if you're lucky to know enough about my occupation, give me the weed diary and give me about 20 minutes, and I'll have some weeds that are some strains that just work for you. Period.
Tell your favorite DA. You know,
That's right.
if you can't repeat, get the same stuff, we can get you stuff that just like it. You know,
We're pretty good at it.
there's a lot of hybrids out there. There's a lot of weed out there now.
Yeah.
Most of it profiles along similar lines. We can always find you a good substitute.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I mean,
You know, it's
when
there's
you
so
find
much.
when you find the one, there is no substitute. I understand.
And
But,
people-
next
you'll know
best
it,
thing,
too.
yeah, I'll get your sister. You know, whatever you're gonna say. Like,
Hell yeah.
it's you can't always get what you want, but you try.
Yeah, we
Sometimes
can
you get
get
what
you.
you need.
We can get you
All
pretty
respect to the Rolling
damn
Stones.
close. You know? We can get you into the same neighborhood. We might not be able to walk you through the door, but we can get you. We can give you stuff, man, that'll put you on the moon for about 20 minutes. You know, or if you don't want, like some people, they don't want the strong stuff, so we can get you stuff that'll just chill you out a little bit.
And
Yeah.
you find a good weed nerd like us, and they can guide you down the right path to get the strain matching your needs.
Absolutely.
That's what I'm all about. It's like,
Oh yeah.
what do you need? What do you want out of this? What's
Yeah.
you know?
How do you want it to work for you, man?
And because it's such a variety now of effects.
Yeah.
Like, I love sativa. I just absolutely love sativa, and but I perfectly understand those that don't, because your chemistry's a little different, and it sends you
Yeah.
into a panic or an anxiety period, and it doesn't do that to me. So it's like,
Yeah. I love sativas.
yeah,
I do, man.
they
I really do enjoy a good sativa. Electric Blue, my new favorite weed, is a very, very strong sativa.
it's just what my brain requests.
Oh yeah, yeah, for shizzle, man.
It's not always what I get. I'll smoke indica
Oh, man.
anytime. I like it at night because indicas tend to be heavy on me. And,
Yeah,
you know, under the right circumstances, you know, hey, like I said, I lived what you get, what you get. So I smoked what I got, whenever and wherever.
now you get to choose from 200 different strains.
Right?
You know, it's beautiful.
I thought, you know, it's enough to break down sativa and indica and hybrids, you know. And that does work. But I mean, when you find that perfect strain,
Nipples get hard.
yeah, the stuff that's just the closest thing to an orgasm that you ever felt, you know, that's the
that.
weed you wanna try and find more of that.
Yeah, yeah. It's once you find your weed, and everybody's got a strain that works great for them, man. Some people, it's just happens to be the strongest.
And I say
Some
you
people
don't
it's
have
not.
to marry this weed. That's what we're saying. You can still play the field.
Oh yeah, still throw a finger in here or there. God, it's horrible.
That is horrible.
That's
What's
funny.
wrong with you? We might edit that out.
How much time you got, pal? I can tell you what's wrong with me. It'd be easier if I told you what's not wrong with me. Oh my God. Yeah, but anyways, oh God. You know,
We're gonna have
one thing that just it kills me, dude, and I'm not complaining. I love to people watch,
Oh yeah,
and man,
we have the best people.
yeah, we have the best
Who says-
patients.
I'll say it. Potheads were always my favorite people on this planet.
Oh, dude, I love it. I get to hear so many stories and like.
I mean, I
You
love the
know.
ones that never did it until it was legal too. Don't get me wrong, but you know, marijuana was just a social mixer.
Yeah.
You know, in my life, I probably knew, you know, that if you smoked pot, you're probably all right. That
Yeah.
we could probably be on the same wavelength and
Yeah.
talk,
Yeah.
have a conversation, and not, you know, just piss each other off.
That's one thing I first noticed about hanging around with people that smoked a lot. Is they're the chillest people, man. It's just like
I like marijuana as a social lubricant far better than I do alcohol.
yeah, alcohol.
And
Nothing
I
good
don't
comes from
hate alcohol. I really don't. I just don't see the point of it anymore for
Yeah.
myself. You're just trying to poison yourself the right amount.
Mm. Well, alcohol consumption is actually pretty significantly dropped over the past 2 generations because I think everybody's just getting healthier. And I was an alcoholic for years. I have a beer here and there, and I fucking get hungover.
I blame White Claw.
Yeah. So I would much rather smoke bud because what's positive for your health out of alcohol? Nothing. What's positive for your health out of bud? I can't count that high.
Yeah.
Well, I might be able to if I had a couple calculators, some pens, a pencil for sure.
And another bowl. This weed.
It's good weed, ain't it? That's why I fuck with the other labs and shit, man. They put some good stuff out.
Yeah. I like to talk about terpenes. Where is the skunk terpene? Where did it go? I mean, how do we get it back?
I
I want something really, truly skunky. Maybe it's the will of the people. Maybe the old skunky stuff didn't sell as well, and the people have spoken. I'm not going to get my skunk back,
Yeah, I do think a lot of it has a lot of the taste and a lot of the old terpenes. They've changed greatly. You can tell. I mean, like we were talking the other day about weed back in the day. I think it is because weed is basically all indoors now.
It's possible
because it doesn't get
it is
that
affecting
environmental.
the
It has to adapt.
Over time, it has lost certain terpenes
and it's all
didn't require
artificial nutrients now. It's not from the actual ground.
But I mean, the growers are geneticists at this point. They're trying to splice, this terpene and that. But I mean, nature may have a way of their own of saying, well, no, I'm just not going to produce that because I don't need it.
Right. Yeah.
And I don't have to ward off the deer anymore, so you don't get that one.
And I do think when you create a hybrid and you cross two strains, I do believe that you lose a lot. You lose a lot of each terpenes, but you also gain terpenes and combinations of terpenes. Like for skunk, for example, it's really high limonene flower, and sometimes terpinolene mixed in with it, which is terpinoline's amazing. You know what I'm saying? But that's got that real strong fruity taste, almost like a orange lemony.
Yeah.
And I think that because they've crossed all this stuff, and I mean, how many hybrids do you think have been released in the past year versus just indica or just sativas?
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, everything's a hybrid now.
Yeah, and literally
everything is a hybrid.
Yeah, everything is.
There's no straight sativa. There's no straight indica. Everything is a hybrid. It's all been crossbred with something at some point. And then the thing of that is, hybriding is, to me, I see it as kind of like the weather.
Yeah.
You can know all about it, and you can think that you can manipulate this or make that this is going to happen when you mix these two things.
Mm-hmm.
But you really can't predict it.
Right. I agree.
On it. There's this element of nature. Mother Nature is unpredictable. Things can always happen differently than we thought were going to happen. It happens with the weather. It happens in nature. It happens
absolutely
everywhere.
Yeah. Everything.
Nature is this combination of chemicals all reacting in ways that we can't possibly predict.
Or see.
Some anomaly can always occur. There's too many variables.
Oh, God. Trillions of variables.
So it's all a game to see if you can get what
how good.
It's kind of like rolling dice. It's like we're gonna mix this and this and hope we get that. Oh, craps.
Right. Yeah, that's why we've got
this
so
shit's
many.
got 1% terpenes and no smell and no taste and 17% THC. Oh,
Right.
well, shit.
Yeah.
Send it to the mill over there to
Yeah.
make
Make brown flour out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a why I always called this situation the frisky dingo, because you never know what a dingo is gonna do when it's frisky. You
Right.
know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And like you just don't know, man. Like it's different for you, it's different for me, it's different for a frog on a lily pad.
Right.
You know, it's awesome. That's why I love THC so much, because you can guide people down the right path,
Mhm.
but only that person is gonna know when they get what they need.
Right.
You know.
It's absolutely a singular experience. Each
Oh, yeah.
person can react to the same strain, this delivered the same way, very, very differently.
Oh, absolutely. It's like the getting your ass slapped walking down the main aisle there at church by the hot chick. You know what I mean? It's when it happens, you know it happens. You know what I'm saying?
No. Chick in church never slapped me on the ass. As a matter of fact, I've never been slapped on the ass in church. I want to go to your church, man. Where you going?
Right. Well, that's where you know.
If hot chicks slap you on the ass in church, I want to go to that church.
I love it. But yeah, it's I love working with people, and I love educating people on bud, man. I just know so much. It's almost offensive to me that I haven't smoked more or smoked my way through our inventory yet. You know what I'm saying? Trying all the different strains and stuff just to find another one that really grabs me by the sack and punches me right in the face. You know what I'm saying?
Or trips your trigger.
Yeah, trips the old trigger for me. You know. But you know.
No, I wanted to say that it's sad, maybe sad, pathetic. My greatest joy in life right now is that I can bring happiness to others
Yeah.
in my job. I see people come through my door the first time, and
Mm-hmm.
most are nervous. It's like, I've never, done this, or I'm brand new, and it's like, well, let me help you out here.
Yeah.
You're in the right place.
You came to the right store, my friend.
You know,
And we always plug
I
them, man.
love
We
to
always
make
get the good stuff.
people feel welcome, and I don't care how old you are, how young you are. I don't judge anybody.
No,
And
man, hell no.
I simply ascertain your needs and try to fulfill them, giving you all the best options that we have. And I love hooking people up.
Yeah, it always.
I love when
Makes
they
me feel
come
good.
back to me, like
Yeah, hell yeah.
when they were all shy and nervous the first time, and they come in the second time. It's like, Phil, so good to see you. Hey, that stuff you gave me last time, man, that was so awesome. And then we get into this whole conversation, and it's like
It's amazing, man. To make that much of a difference is amazing.
The transformation in my patients,
And it
I've
does
had-
transform people.
I've
It does.
had some of the grumpiest old men come back all lit up and happy and talkative, and
Yep.
I love seeing that. It's like I see people my age coming in there, and I know what their experience was and is, and what they get, the experience they get from us, how satisfying it is after years and years and years of back alley deals, or being all shady and getting screwed around, getting
Got
some
2 for
oregano,
20. You got 2 for 20.
No, there's none of that. This is a beautiful, clean place and happy people, and
Oh yeah.
nothing shady about it.
No.
I love that aspect of my life.
Yeah, it's
It brings me great joy.
It's wonderful. It's brought me it's given me a lot of confidence, and I've always enjoyed helping people, and this is just it. It's like, why not? I mean,
Well, I mean, I don't know.
Why wouldn't I try to make
If
something?
you watch the news lately, but humanity's gone down the buck.
Oh yeah.
They're going to hell in a bucket and
Yeah.
not enjoying the ride.
All we can do is what we can do, right?
But my job, my place of employment, my interaction with people restores my faith in humanity.
Absolutely.
The people I interact with on a daily basis are the best of humanity that I can see.
Mm-hmm.
Some might be strange, some might be crazy, to be honest, but they are the best of humanity. They have the right agenda in their lives.
Mm-hmm.
They're not trying to screw people over. They're not trying to do wrong for anybody else. And I think marijuana has that effect on people. I think it makes you a better person.
I guarantee it does.
I really do. I think it sets your mind free of a lot of negative thoughts.
Yeah.
And puts you in a better perspective of life and overall improves the human experience.
I have believed in cannabis, marijuana, whatever you want to say, for a long time. It's one I have to have it, man. It literally is a medication for me. It calms me down, helps me focus, and it just helps me relax because I have a very hard time relaxing, And to live your life like that is horrible because you have to be doing something at all times, and at that time I was doing drugs, and let's just say marijuana saved my life. It literally, it kept the side effects away so I could quit. And then I got down here and got my med card, and the rest is history, dude. Like it's done so much for me. Why can't I do a little bit for the cause?
They like to lump marijuana in with drugs, and
it's
I
not
don't
a
believe
drug.
it's a drug.
It's not a drug. Nope.
It's a vegetable, more or less. It's a flower.
Yeah. It's literally been growing for centuries,
It's an herb, Literally.
It is an herb, yeah.
I can't
Flower
see that
or herb
as
or whatever.
as a drug. But
like these dudes to go torture them little frogs over in Asia, those dudes are on drugs. Who does that to a frog? And who was the first dude that did that to a little frog? They tie its arms up and its legs and spread them, and then they take a sharp stick, and it makes it sweat when they poke it. They sit there and poke that little frog, and then wipe its back, and then they trip for like 6 hours, man. That poor fucking frog.
I'm not sure who the first to lick a toad was to figure out that worked.
Yeah, I don't know.
That dude was disturbed to begin with.
Yeah,
so.
How many frogs did he lick before he found that one?
Right.
Now I got to go
Was
down
he
the
just
rabbit hole, man.
A famous frog licker. Were there warts all over his tongue from licking toads?
Michelle's going to see my search history. What the fuck are you doing licking frogs? What are you doing licking frogs around here?
What kind of porn category is frog licker?
Oh my god. God, this is too much fun, man. If we ever get paid to do this, man, I probably wouldn't even wear clothes. I'd wear a little robe all the time. You know what I mean?
Well, no, you're gonna have to keep your pants on in here, brother.
I get some slippers.
Well, before Sir Widow gets naked, I'm gonna sign off on this week.
Let's
we'll
go
see
smoke
you
some
soon,
weed,
folks.
man.
Hell yeah.